Hey guys, I wanted to share with you some things I was seeing in my study. I thought you might think it was interesting, and I couldn't keep it all to myself because I figured you would enjoy it. If you've ever looked into the Jewish calendar, you know what I'm talking about when I say that we are in the year of the Camel, which is the year of supply or the year of the gathering. Last year, we were in the year of separation, the winnowing year. This is where the wheat and the chaff are separated. And the way I see this, I'm trying to say it as simple as I can. There was this blowing of the wind. If you've ever seen how they separate the wheat back in the day, it takes the wind to blow the chaff away, and you're left with this pure, ripe, whole, mature wheat. And this is what you're left with once all the chaff, all the junk, all the tares, everything that's non-productive is blown away. And I see this wind as being the breath of God, the Ruach. Another thing is, I think everybody felt this last year. The more and more I talk to people, they are talking about how they felt the trials, the tribulations, the testing of faith, the people that were put into our lives and taken out for the better. This is the separation. This is where the separating happened last year. This was the withdrawing of the yuck, the impure, and He's getting you down to this ripe, mature child of God. Now we have come into the year of the camel, and the year of the camel also represents the year of supply. It is when something is withdrawn, there's always going to be a deposit. My best example for this is when you give life, you receive life. When you give death, you receive death. What you give, you'll often see and find that you also receive that too. So, this year, whatever He found in you from last year, from the shifting and the turbulence that we all endured, He's going to bestow upon His children. And you're going to know this by their fruits. Number one, by their fruits. Wheat, we're still in the Omer, first fruits. You're going to know this by their fruits. The unity, the gathering, the year of the camel, the gathering. The love. Of course, God is love. Love. And by their knowledge. They're going to come into this abundant wisdom, this abundant knowledge, because the Father is going to reveal things that have never been revealed before. The Bible tells us that over and over again. Also, Gimel. It means storing, carrying, gathering, things to lift up. Reward, to wean, to recompense, and to go into captivity. The ayin is a numerical value of 70. Daniel 70 weeks. That came to mind. It also means the eye. The eye. You're receiving. You're receiving. Your supply. Knowing. To see, to watch, to perceive, to understand something. To cross over to better soil. Experience what is pure. I feel like when the crossing over to better soil, it also, the year of the camel also represents the foot. The foot. To gather, you have to walk. The camel is known for its walk. Okay? Gathering or crossing over to better soil. I see this as abundant. This is going to be more of an abundant wheat. More of an abundant, mature wheat when it's done. being right. I said experience what is pure, fountain or well. Well to the womb and the repository of life. The womb. When you think of the Lord's second coming, over and over and over again, it mentions travailing in birth, travailing in birth, travailing in birth. We've all been feeling that. Okay, and then I looked up the word repository, repository of life. It is a place, a building, a receptacle where things are or may be stored. Immediately what came to mind was the barn, where the Lord puts his wheat in the barn. He stored it in the barn. And that's, I want to say in Matthew 13. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't have that in my notes. But anyways, here we are with this withdrawal and this deposit. He separated us from the chaff, and he's taken the good stuff, and he's going to make a deposit into his barn. Okay? Isaiah 40, verse 10 tells us that his reward is with him. I love that. Love that. And then I wanted to share with you 2 Chronicles 9. It was very symbolic of our relationship with the Father. And I think you'll agree when you read the whole chapter. But you know, the Queen Sheba, communed with King Solomon, and he answered her questions. There was nothing that he withheld from her. And I feel like the Lord is going to reveal his wonderful mysteries to his children. This is another one of his great blessings. The gift of wisdom and knowledge is so wonderful. I mean, from the very first book of the Bible, you see Adam and Eve desired, the tree of life, the knowledge of good and evil, even though it cost them death. Well, we no longer have to worry about that because he's going to give it to us. And if you're a child of him, you know that there has been multiple times that you've opened this book and revelation has been revealed to you on numerous levels. Things that you wouldn't be able to think of on your own. I know I can bow to that. Amen? 2 Chronicles 9, it says, "And when the Queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon, she came to prove Solomon with hard questions at Jerusalem, and with very great company, and camels that bear spices, and gold in abundance, and precious stones. And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him, and all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all her questions, and there was nothing hid from Solomon which he told her not. And when the Queen of Sheba had seen the wisdom of Solomon, and the house that he had built, and the meat on his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, his cupbearers also, and their apparel, and his ascent by which he went up into the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit left into her." Go ahead and read that whole thing. It's beautiful, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But this year of supply, guys, think like a camel, okay? A camel can withstand lots of heat. It can store water and go without water for long periods of time. And if you're in a desert or a drought area, it would be your choice of travel. Remember how Abraham was obedient to the Lord and he supplied him with a reward of a camel? I thought that was interesting. Sorry, I'm flipping through my Bible with whatever. Anyways, I thought I would share all that with you. And maybe it blessed you. I might upload another video with some more of these studies. Thought they were kind of neat. I hope it blessed you guys. He is so good to us. Thanks for watching.